being mayor a little bit longer.
I hear you. All right, good evening. Obviously, the mayor's not here tonight, so you get me as your fine representative.
We do. We are essentially a destination marketing organization, and I won't read to you every slide, but our mission and our brand promise is up there for you to see. So a destination marketing organization, or a DMO, is what we are, and we're also the nonprofit management partner of you all with the city of Caldwell, and we manage the Indian Creek Plaza and the Business Improvement District. So we promote Caldwell as a destination through marketing campaigns, advertising, trade shows that have to do with tourism, and on social media. We also provide travelers with information on local resources, events, and services. And we also promote our robust retail and restaurant community here in downtown, and as well as the district, and we promote Asphalt is pending. You'll see banners start to go up in downtown, and I brought one of those. Oops. So just as a little show and tell, there's one up actually right around the corner here across eminent signs also going up through for motorists to find their way into our downtown district, and it's a really nice signage package. It was also our second season of Adventure Trail Tour, so part of our pillars are agritourism. And so we literally had a shuttle bus meet in the back of the Indian Creek Plaza stage, and we took 14 guests every month that ran through the season, May through October, out to hobby farms, wineries, and we promoted agritourism, and then we also linked to downtown. So that was a product in our second season of that here, and just another kind of part of our pillars that we ran. We considered that a success. And then we also added Restaurant Week to our event lineup, and that's actually during a shoulder season in March when we're tearing down the rink. So something that's going on in the district when the plaza is shut down to tear down the ice rink. We also added Creepy Crawl to our event lineup. So I've provided a rack card for you all today. You're the first members of the public to get to see our 2025 lineup. And essentially there's so much on here that we can't fit all of the things that we do. So the Caldwell Creepy Crawl, we did hide and seek with the police. We do a Mardi Gras event. And what you see here is really our signature events that draw thousands of people into downtown. But there's a lot of events that we do that draw like 300 or 400 or 500 people into downtown. And that still helps the businesses. We just can't fit it all on this rack card. We host 16 free signature events, 3 of which are ticketed, and those are the food and wine festivals that we do, and also silent disco. You can still come to those events as a member of the public for free and enjoy the music, but if you want to partake in the food and wine, then that part is ticketed. And then right now we are in the Boise airport, so if any of you are flying out for the holidays, please look for our in Idaho and throughout the Northwest. And we're here to slow the leakage of locally earned money being spent elsewhere when other parts of the community and members of our community have to go out and spend that money in other places. We want them to be here, and we want to offer a premium product. And then we're also here to make downtown a vibrant, active gathering place and a showcase for the entire Western United States. Here's some of the pillars that I mentioned. So we're here to provide downtown business support and evolution. We do that through marketing to Caldwell, to locals and tourists alike. We facilitate the downtown Caldwell Business Improvement District, and we assist potential businesses in gathering information and market analysis. We also promote farm to fork and farm to cork dining with a focus on local ingredients and wine sourcing. I know many of you have been to our farmers market, and that's also a place that we can be supportive. We host over 250 annual events in Caldwell's living room, the Indian Creek Plaza. That's ice skating, concerts, farmers markets, cultural events, family-friendly expos. That draws in hundreds of thousands of travelers a year. And then I just spoke about our guided adventure trail tours as well. And we also support local farms, produce stands, and orchards through the farmers market. And we attract visitors into the Sunny Slope region. And our highest concentration in the state of Idaho of wineries and vineyards is actually in Caldwell. It's at Sunny Slope. And so we do everything that we can to market those over 40 wineries as a destination. It makes us so unique, and so we're here to promote that. Our marketing manager, who's here today, Britton, actually had a campaign that highlighted wine memberships, like where you could get wine memberships throughout Sunny Slope. Here's our growth analytics. For Indian Creek Plaza and Destination Caldwell. So we've got stories on there, featured stories. Those are earned stories that are press releases, positive things happening in downtown Caldwell. And those numbers just continue to get better and better. Sorry, I want to go back to this really quick. So we have 250 event days a year, but we really are a 365-day event center. So we're open on Christmas, we're open on Thanksgiving, we're open on Christmas Eve, New Year's Day. So our staff work holidays to make sure that we can be a gathering place, and we want to be a part of everybody's kind of core memories for their holiday experience. So our staff really are on 365 days a year. Last year, we generated $1.6 million in revenue. 66% of that was event and ice skating income, and our bar sales are wrapped up into that. We go out and we create partnerships with the community. I have Sunshine here today, our Skate Aid Penguin, and one of our premier partners is on there with Bogus Basin. So we contract and develop relationships with partners like Bogus Basin who say, we want to activate our brand on the plaza because we think you guys are such a premier brand and a gathering place that hundreds of thousands of people come into. And so this is like one way that we do that. You can see the QR code over here on Sunshine, and that's a way for Bogus Basin to see their value of their brand when people scan that and take them directly to their website so that they can buy, as the other destination in the valley, a ski and snowboard pass. The BID funding is 18% of our 2023 revenue budget. So we collected we assessed $341,000 and we collected $324,000. So it's about a fifth of our budgeted income. These are our expenses for 2023. We had $1.4 million in expenses. 47% of that is payroll, 17% event expenses, general operating 20%, and marketing expenses are 16%. We also get a grant from the Southwest Idaho Travel Association, $45,000 to market this area. And it's a grant that we write, a competitive grant that we get, and we market Caldwell to over 200 miles away. So it's not something that you'll see locally, but regionally in the Northwest. This is how we intend to use the $350,000 of assessments from the Business Improvement Fund allocation. Downtown Caldwell marketing promotions, $25,000. Event expenses, $50,000. That's mostly the bands that we bring in. That's close to $100,000, so about half of that we'll use from the BID funding. Premier bands bring in more of a crowd, so we're hoping to elevate that experience this year. Destination Caldwell staffing, $157,000. So Indian Creek Plaza is just one of our pillars. We have four other pillars: gathering place, and then downtown beautification, $5,000. This is our 2025 proposed budget, our general operating budget. So again, we receive about $340, $350 of BID funds. We go out and we raise the rest of these dollars. This is the cumulative BID property value since Indian Creek's inception. I like to talk about it because in 2018, the cumulative BID property value was $73,311,378. 6 years later, the cumulative BID property value is $176,306,000. So we have, in 5 years, had an assessed value increase of over $102 million. This is directly benefiting property owners in the BID when they go to sell. They've also increased their rents in the last 6 years. Placer AI. This is a location intelligence software. It uses aggregated data based on third-party apps and cell phones. So this is where we get guest counts, and we can be, very, very sure that these are the amount of people that come in. If anything, it's under rating, because if you don't have a cell phone and you come to the Indian Creek Plaza like a teenager or a child, it doesn't count you. As you can see on there, we had 3.2 million visits in 2023, 564 unique visitors, and they came about 5 times. Their average dwell time was 99 minutes, and you can see that year over year we've had plus 8% increase, and over 3 years, 42% increase. Of course, that's the year before would have been a COVID year, so that kind of accounts for that large jump. I could spend an hour, and I won't do that today, with each of our events. We have this kind of data for each event that we do. We had 76,000 attendees just at the farmers market alone. That's 20 weeks. Data like dwell times, socioeconomic information, zip code data, visit trends, income brackets, visitor journey. This is something that's on here. It's where people have come from before they come into the downtown district or the plaza, and where they go afterwards. So these marketing insights unlock location, brand, industry trends. We can see who's coming, who we want to come, who is our, what's our average visitor look like, and we can figure out how to market to them through this. And I thought I'd play a little game with you guys really quick. I want you guys to look at the rack card and tell me, besides Winter Wonderland, what event do you think is our most attended? First one to say it gets this light up cup. No, no. No. Close, bang. Indian Creek Festival brings 13,000 people in 2 days into downtown. It's a big signature event for us. Winter Wonderland brings in 34,000 people in 3 days. By the way, we sell those cups at Winter Wonderland, shameless plug. Come to our bar. Make sure I didn't skip ahead here. Okay, what's next for Destination Hotel? Go into downtown with the right plan, and I know you all have had OB Hospitality meet with you. They've also met with us, and so we feel like that premium hotel would be great for us. Overnight visitors, according to Roger Brooks, individuals that we would staff, they would enhance the downtown experience by providing golf cart transportation from outer parking lots, area information, and augmented trash pickup. And then when I first got here a couple years ago, there was a plan in place for 7th and Arthur, which was a downtown plaza extension project. Destination Caldwell gave about $50,000 to Cushing Terrell to develop like a schematic for that, and there's design. And so we would just love to see, where the city council is at with that, and we would love to be your partner in that, getting that accomplished. Another place for people, placemaking, to hang out, to come in, to just continue to develop this premier brand. And then we would also love to see an economic impact study of the dollars generated and the jobs generated from the downtown district. Here's our board of directors. And if you have any questions, just direct them to the board of directors and not me. Just kidding. Kind of our premium choice. We have KM Engineering in conjunction with Brighton Development, who has donated $50,000 to the playground. They're developing plans, and we've provided topos for our equipment. There's some challenges with the site. We'll have to put in 2 retaining walls, and that can get a little expensive. So that's where we hope it is. There's already a site for children to gate the creek. So if you ever come on a Tuesday, you'll see a line of parents, and they sit in lawn chairs, and their kids play at the musical park, and then they're kind of trying to watch the concert at the same time. So we thought that would be a neat extension of a playground, and people are already used to playing at the musical park.
Great, and then one more, you said there are 40 wineries in Sunny Slope?
Yeah, that's right.
That's really something.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Council Register.
Thank you. Hello. So I was going to say, I actually went to the, what was it called again?
Hide and seek with the police?
Yeah, hide and seek with the police. I had seen it on Facebook, like over the summer, someone back east, and I sent it to the police chief and was like, we should do this next year. And then all of a sudden, there it was. So my daughter brought a construction size trash bag and got in it. And then my other daughter placed her near the dumpster. And it took them 55 minutes to find her. So she was anyway, it was a lot of fun. I have a question though. On your she cut out like holes in the back evening at council, but we have been working on some parking ideas. Is it very hard to print on those if we wanted to add where the parking was, like parking lots to those signs, or?
Yeah. So there's smaller signs that are up right now to designate where the parking is that we can remove or print additional as parking changes downtown. And the reason that we got the banners also for pedestrian, not only people are walking, but they're also easy to change out. And so to answer your question, yes, the bigger signs that are the high pressure laminate will be harder to reproduce and update as time allows. But the parking signs that are already up that are a part of the larger schematic, they would be easy to move.
Okay. I don't know that they would necessarily have to be moved so much. We're just trying to make them maybe more.
Yeah.
So that there's awareness. And then I really like the golf cart thing, and because eventually I really, really, really want to bring a trolley downtown. Not an actual trolley with like the wires above, but like a bus or the Jolly Trolley or whoever kind of thing that we've been talking about.
Yeah, Rapid City, and that's what Destination Caldwell was formed after. They're a sister city. They actually have a trolley that is, actually, no, that was Deadwood, has one in downtown. Yeah, they use a trolley system.
Yeah, I would really like to see something like that that kind of incorporates into the history of just kind of how it all looks, right? So, thank you.
All right. Counselor Stoddard?
Today, one thing we've never received is an organizational chart, with how many people you actually employ, the salaries and
Sure.
that type of thing. We've never gotten that. Is there any way we can have that?
Yeah, we can send that to you. So right now we have 16 employees, so 6 facility members, and then we have 9 core office staff, and then we employ about 15 seasonal skate shop workers, and we can send over the org chart for you to
Okay.
review.
And have you ever produced a balance sheet for the council in the past?
The mayor sits as ex officio on our board, and we send that to him. We'd be happy
Okay.
to send it to any of you as well.
Well, I'd appreciate that if
Yeah.
you could. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Counselor Dittenberg? Or, go ahead.
Nope, head right on down.
No,
Chris?
go ahead, you're good. Chris was late.
Today, thanks for being here. I must tell you that the plaza's dangerous, because once you go there, you get hooked on it, and I spend 2 or 3 nights a week down there.
Love to hear it.
So what are your businesses more excited about? The skate ribbon coming up or the skate ribbon going down? I mean, there's 2 different distinct seasons. What's the difference in your seasons?
Yeah, I think they'd be more excited about the skate rink going up because for them, that means that they're going to be busy during those 3 months that we operate the skate rink. And then there is a shoulder season in March. When we pull that down, it takes us anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks, which is why we came up with Restaurant Week. We use the restaurants as an anchor, but then when you're down here eating in the local restaurants and we're promoting the deals that they have come up with in partnership with us, then we hope you hit up the retail as well. And so there's that shoulder season. Then we really get going. Our first event is the last Saturday in March, and we did another new event this year called Cars and Coffee, and it brought 5,000 people in. And what was exciting is when we looked at that zip code data, they were actually out of towners. So we love doing things here for locals. We want this to be Caldwell's living room, but really we want to expose a new audience to the product that we have here in Caldwell because it is a premium product. So yeah, I think if we had a line in the back of me, they would probably say the skate rink going up they're most excited about.
All right, now, Counselor Allgood.
All right. Yeah, I just wanted to ask you about sponsorships.
Yeah.
What are we getting more or less? What are the sponsors looking for? Is there anything we can do to help improve that?
Yeah. Yeah, connections and relationships are always wonderful If there's a developer, for instance, who's, chosen Caldwell to develop, we'd love to talk to them because they believe in our community and think this is a place that they can make money in a way that they can give back. Sponsorships, partnerships are very competitive. And Mari and Britton, who are here today, they're our sponsorship and partner liaisons, and they go and they basically educate businesses and corporations about Indian Creek Plaza. They give them our placer numbers, and we've got really strong numbers to activate brands. So, it's always competitive. Sometimes a partner will drop off and we'll have to make up that gap depending on the economy and how they're doing. Like, they have limited partnership dollars, and places like us go after them, right? And so we have to be competitive.
So are there places they get to promote their sponsorship, their signage places, or how does that work?
Yeah. This year we came up with a naming partner for the Lactalis skate shop. So Lactalis came to us and said, hey, we would love to put a QR code in your skate shop to help us staff. And so we came up with a plan and a partnership with them to brand the skate shop. There was no signage there. And now that's the Lactalis skate shop, and there's a QR code that will take our guests directly to their hiring page. Bogus Basin is another partner in the interior of the ice skating rink. We now have the Bogus Basin Skate Lounge, where there's a fire pit. And so we customize and come up with all types of creative ways to activate brands.
I want the pink one.
$500.
$500? Thank you.
All right, thank you. Any other questions? Oh,
Yeah.
to Councilor Stoddard.
Mr. President, one more thing. Have we ever contacted the Idaho Potato Commission as far as coordinating some things with them, or?
We have. The Idaho Potato Truck has been out here multiple times, and
Okay.
we also use Placer to look at competitors. And so they had the Idaho Potato Festival over at Kleiner Park next to the Village in Meridian. And so our staff went and we talked to vendors and told them all about Indian Creek Plaza and talked to partners there. So we're also out and about in the community. Poaching is a strong word, but we want to be present and let them know who we are and that we feel like we're a great place for their brand and as a vendor. And yes, we do reach out to all of those, the Beet Commission, the Cherry Commission, all of those crop commissions.
So were you satisfied with how they cooperate with you then, the Idaho Potato Commission?
Yes, we would
Okay.
always love to do more. And, when we see things like the Idaho Potato Festival in Meridian, we want that here in Caldwell.
Okay,
So, yep,
great.
that's the way we can be competitive.
If you have any problems with them, let me know.
Okay.
All right, any other questions? Doesn't look that way. Well, thank you, Danae, very much for being here tonight, as well as everybody in the crowd. And it looks like we're going to stand adjourned until 6 p.m. So we'll see everyone then. Thank you.